Howdy! So we have a test tomorrow or something, and I was looking through my notes and collaborating the things that we really hit big on. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to list through them and talk about them, and I know it will be for my benefit, and maybe it will be for your benefit too. I don't know what helps you. Maybe me talking randomly about stuff that we already heard Kaz ramble about. Maybe it won't help you. Maybe it will. I don't know, but I'm making it, so here we go. So we started this lovely quarter way back in the 1800s, and not all the way back to the 1800s. It was toward the 19th century, but still 1800s. We've covered about 100 years in the quarter, and we have a test over all of it. So we started around the Emancipation Proclamation time, and the slaves are now free men. Awesome. But the thing that comes with that is the South is still mad at them, and they don't want them to really be free men. They're like, yeah, okay, Constitution says you're free, but just kidding, you're really not, because we're going to do these things called Jim Crow laws, which I just recently started to understand because, yeah. Anyway, so what Jim Crow laws basically are people restricting African Americans from doing the same things that white people are able to do. So like putting them as a lower class than what white people are. And that goes along with segregation, not allowing them to do things, yada yada yada, Jim Crow, all that. So that is like way back in the 1800s. And so after that, we kind of skip along, and then we can talk about like farmers and factory workers and the whole industrialization, and how the factory workers are more like involved in the economy, whereas the farmers are just like, hey, yo, we're getting you some food and we're making our own clothes and it's really chill, except for I'm having to buy all this machinery and all this economy crap is making it so I can't pay back my loans. And that was a big deal in the economy during the industrialization period. Ooh. And so, yeah, that's factories, industrialization, sweatshops, all of that good stuff. We covered that a lot. And then it goes into the jungle. And the jungle ties along not only with industrialization, but with muckraking as well, which is another huge thing we hit on. We had to write an essay over it that is like 15 points or something, but it's important. And so, good. And so muckraking is taking all the muck in the world and making it seem so much more important than all the good that's in the world. And that's a big thing way back then, and it's still a big thing now. Like you have much like TMZ or all that good stuff. Kind of like muckraking. And so the same thing with the jungle. Lieutenant Sinclair like took all the bad things that was going on in industrialization America with I have a word with immigrants coming to try to, get better lives and then ending up America just squashing the Jews anyway. So that's good. Good book. Good read. We all liked it or didn't read it and pretended to like it. Right? Yeah, good. So with the jungle, you have job reforms and unions. We're writing a documented paper that has to do with unions right now. Yes? We're doing that. So we got that. And we have the Roaring Twenties with the Harlem Renaissance, and that's awesome because we have the Jazz Age and people doing things without restrictions, just like, expressing their emotion, which is wonderful, and then African Americans are finally being able to step up and be like, hey, we can do these things too, and we're good at them, and then people appreciate them. In the 20s, we have all this leisure time and all this money to spend, even though we're kind of in debt, we really don't have money to spend. We pretend like we have money to spend. Being in debt's a cool thing now, and so that's what happens in the 20s. But then we all do all these things, we don't spend money well, and then stock market crashes, and we're in the 30s, we have a Great Depression. Now that's not fun at all. And so right after the Great Depression, we hit really huge the civil rights movement. Like we hit so huge on that. We completely skipped suffrage and like women's suffrage and the right to vote and everything the women did, but civil rights is good for African Americans. I think that's a really big deal too. They've been fighting really, really hard since the 1800s, to try to get past these Jim Crow laws, and they're just wanting to like live their lives happily. honestly, I don't know why it's such a big deal. They just want to live their lives happily. I don't understand why America kept saying no. That made I don't know why for 100 years it still had to be a thing. Not 100, close to 100 years. It has to be a thing, and that makes me mad more than anything. And civil rights movement, very big. Martin Luther King Jr. We've been drilled this into our heads since like first grade. Civil rights movement, all that good stuff. We got that. And then after the civil rights movement, like I just kind of feel like we just jumped into the Nixon scandal. I don't really feel like we really hit many things hard between then and now. So we ended off with Nixon scandal over Watergate and all that lovely hullabaloo. And that is our quarter in my nutshell. Comments, concerns, things I missed, things I'm wrong about? Yeah. I'm glad we have this test tomorrow.